Welcome back. Today, we're making a video that's not like things we've made before. We were tagged by Matt Troyce over at Matt Troyce Keto and Wrestling for 10 things you didn't know about us, or 10 things that are weird about us, or 10 weird things about us.
We're weird.
We're weird.
That's all it is.
Okay, so again, we were tagged by Matt Troyce over at Matt Troyce Keto and Wrestling. 10 weird things about us. What we are gonna do is I'm gonna give you 5 weird things about me, 5 weird things about her, and 5 weird things about us together. What do you think about that?
You know.
If you've watched this channel at
You
all,
already know we're weird.
really weird. So, let's start with her.
Oh, do we have to?
I mean, don't you want to get it out of the way?
Yeah, probably. Okay.
So let's start with number 5. She's a hoodie hoarder.
Yes, I am. So every year for Christmas, I buy all of the kids hoodies, and I spend the rest of the year trying to steal them back from all of the children. So if they come over and they leave it, it's mine. And if it's in my house and I need it and I find it, it's mine. I'm cold all the time, so I'm always in a hoodie. Summer, not exceptional. Like I will still wear a hoodie in the summer. I even take his hoodies. I have my own. I take everybody's hoodie.
Okay, let's be honest here. She doesn't have to try. Our kids, they take things off and then it ceases to exist in their universe. There will be hoodies and shoes and coats and bags in our kitchen, on the kitchen floor, the bathroom, the entryway. It doesn't matter. Kids that don't even live here leave stuff here.
That's true.
We can't even give them stuff. They leave it here.
Yep. I've worn hoodies that belong to our kids' friends because they've left them over here.
Yeah.
And they hang in my closet now, and they are mine. You leave a hoodie, it is mine. By the way, when you sent me the list, it won't come up. It won't open.
Okay, well that's fine. So number 4 is not really a weird fact for her, but she's lost so far 30 pounds on the ketogenic lifestyle, and
I haven't lost a damn ounce since. We started this 5 years ago.
well, I'm going on 6 now. We started in September of 2016.
Right. And I lost 30 pounds within the first 3 months, and that's it. I haven't changed shape. I haven't gone down any sizes since that initial loss.
I think the weirder portion of what happened with you, and that may help others, is keto didn't take to you very well.
True.
It took about 6 months for her to acclimate to the ketogenic lifestyle, and it was like a rough 6 months, and she didn't know for sure she was going to be able to hang on.
It was very bad. It wreaked really bad havoc with my hormones, and really kicked my depression way through the roof. For about 6 months, it was an everyday struggle of, babe, I don't know if I can keep doing this. I kind of want to throw myself off of a building.
We tried everything too. We went meat only. Yeah. We did everything.
I went for a solid month with no sweeteners. I went for a solid month with no dairy. I tried to take everything out, and it didn't budge the scale, and second, it didn't make me feel any better. I guess my body just decided it needed time before it could tolerate. So I leveled out after about 6 months, and I was fine and I could tolerate it, but I stopped losing weight after the first 3. My body physically decided, we're good here. That's where we're going to stay.
Now, one question I have, you mentioned that you struggled, especially in the very beginning, with the depression. Mm-hmm. How has that been since?
Since I'm pretty steady. I still have emotional fluctuations at the start of my monthly cycle. A lot of women have this. I would probably, now mind you, I haven't been to a doctor to ask about any of this mess. Don't ask why. We're not getting into that. But I had likely had something like PMDD, the premenstrual syndrome. That's pretty significant, more than PMS. But I think it's whatever letters it is. I still have PMS. Sometimes I'll watch a commercial and it does leave me crying, and ugh.
Or we'll watch a movie, or we're watching Disney Channel or the Disney Plus all the time, really.
Right, but it's typically 1 or 2 days a month,
Coco.
And then I'm fine, and I'm good. And otherwise, my emotions and mental sanity are what I would consider normal. I have struggled with depression since I was a teenager, so at this point in my life, I'm good. I know when things are coming. I can roll with the punches. I can have myself a mini meltdown, and then I'm okay. But it's not as frequent now that I'm on keto, and I feel much more balanced than I have in a long time. And I don't feel like I have major swings or like I'm getting depressed and not able to leave the bed for a month. I'm not there anymore. I'm not like forcing myself to get up and go to work because I just can't get out of bed. Now I'm just forcing myself to go to work because nobody wants to go to work. But it's not where I was. So the first 6 months were almost unbearable. And the weight loss has never continued since the first 3. And thank you for all of the advice you're likely to give. I'm probably not going to take it. Just letting you know.
I went down a rabbit hole like you wouldn't believe, because that's a personality trait that that I have. Even tried, giving her Amy Berger's advice of going and getting a full-on hormone panel. Everything, not just what the doctors typically do, but a full-on, full-length, or full-size, in-depth hormone panel, and she refuses to do it. I wish she would do it, but
I'm stubborn, and that's just who I am.
And she's a nurse.
Oh, yeah. Don't lay that crap on me. Anyway.
Let's get to the next one. You have a very dark and twisted sense of humor.
I do. I have a very dark and twisted sense of humor, and I would have to say that anybody in healthcare likely does as well, despite the fact of you may think they're the sweetest, nicest person on the planet. Trust me, when we get in a room together and we start talking about things, they'll be laughing at the same stuff I am. And just to show how dark and twisted my humor is, if anybody happened to watch Quentin Tarantino's From Dusk Till Dawn, there's a scene where the vampires have killed the people that came into the bar, and one of them is using the dead guy's body as a guitar. And I die laughing at even the thought of it. It is hilarious. Oh, he's playing a dead guy as a guitar. Like, that is hilarious.
I'll see if I can find pictures of that and put it in here.
I don't know. I know. I'm sick and twisted. I can't help it. I would blame it on being a nurse, but the reality is I was sick and twisted before I ever became a nurse.
Number 2 is one that is probably pretty iffy in the keto community. She doesn't like condiments.
I don't. I really don't. Let's see, what can I tolerate?
You like barbecue sauce?
I like barbecue sauce and Italian dressing, and that's it. And I like them very sparingly, under my control. So I won't eat something if you put it on it. I'll put it on it. I don't want somebody else to do it for me. I will do it myself, and I want to see it coming out of the package. There are only particular barbecue sauces that I like. I'm not going to eat this, that, or the other. I will eat the Sweet Baby Ray's, and what's that? G Hughes.
There's G Hughes. Yeah,
those are the two I like. Yeah. I can tolerate those, and a few of the other G Hughes sauces, but even those very minimal on the side, not on anything. I don't do mayonnaise, mustard, ketchup. I don't like sour cream. I don't like...
She won't even eat my queso.
No, oh my God. Runny cheese is disgusting. I can't do it. It's just foul. It's not a thing. I've never liked ballpark nachos or anything like that. Oh, nothing could turn my stomach faster. And what is it that... coleslaw. What is it they use in that? Is that mayonnaise?
Mayonnaise and vinegar.
Oh, God.
Like balsamic vinegar. You like balsamic vinegar.
I do like balsamic vinegar minimally. Very, again, under my control.
Even like going out to B-Dubs or Buffalo Wild Wings, we get our sauces on the side because, again, to control the carb count and everything, no matter what you get.
Right.
But she will get the...
salt and vinegar powder on the side. Because I don't want you to put it on it. You're going to mess it up. You're either going to give me too much or too little, and I'm not going to be okay with it, and I can't get it off once it's on there. So I want it on the side, and I will just dip what I want and deal with it that way. I don't like any of their sauces at all. I have tried them. They are foul. I won't eat them. They all just bother me. I'm sorry. I am really weird. And what I will eat and won't eat, I am one of the world's most pickiest eaters. Admittedly. I just am. Can't help that. Sorry, keto people.
And her number one thing that's weird about her, she doesn't like physical contact.
I do not. I don't like to be touched. It's very weird, specifically because I'm a nurse. You think of someone who is a hand holder, a hugger. Yeah, no, not me. Please don't touch me. Please do not touch me. If I know you and I like you, I can often tolerate like an arm across the shoulder kind of hug. If I know you, I sort of have to give you permission to actually hug me. I have been hugged before by people I don't like, or people in general. I can't say don't like. People in general who I have not allowed into my little mental acceptance. And it really bothers me. It makes me shudder. It makes me kind of clench every muscle in my body.
It's kind of like that video of what's the guy Adam Levine, where the woman gets up on stage and hugs him and he goes,
yes, that's my whole body. And I do my best at keeping it to myself. I really try not to show it because I know I live in a society where people touch each other frequently. At my work, it's very common. I'm in a work field where people touch each other all the time. People pat me on the back, people put their arm around me, or they'll just come up and, hey, everything in my body hates that. If I could never be touched again other than by the handful of people I'm okay with, that would just make my life. But I also know that in the field that I work, I have to be caring. I have to show affection toward people, whether or not I actually feel it. And I've gotten really good at hand holding for people who need it.
Fake it till you make it.
Right. I've had patients who've had some really nasty diagnoses and things like that, and they need more than me saying, oh, we'll figure it out. What they need is, I'm here. Tell me about your problems. I will not kiss them. Tell me about... Oh, so disgusting. You're so gross. But what they need is somebody there to hold their hand, to pat their back. Hell, I've even rubbed people's feet, and I am against feet in every way, shape, and form.
She won't even rub my feet.
Feet are wrong. They are gross. But I know how to do my job, and I personally think I'm damn good at it. But as far as willingly being touched by other people, I have quite the aversion. Quite. So those are the weird things about me. I'm sure I could fill a book. At least one. Probably 20. But at least those are the top 5 weird things about me. Tell me about the top 5 weird things about you.
Number 5, I am a full-time stay-at-home grandpa and obviously YouTube creator.
Right.
YouTuber, if you will.
Ooh, YouTuber. The highlight of your day is playing with Play-Doh.
Yes.
Yes.
I wouldn't... To be completely honest, the fact that I get to spend 3 days a week, 2 to 3 days a week with that little monster is the best part of my entire life. I mean, the idea that you can love someone that much is just unreal. And being able to spend all my time with her and help her go to the potty and watch endless hours of Fancy Nancy and PJ Masks and what have we been watching lately? Vampirina.
The Puppy Dog Pals.
Puppy Dog Pals. If I ever run into Harlan Williams, we're going to have a talk. But that's just... I never honestly saw my life being where it is. I don't think there's a way to see this path. You know, not having a normal 9-to-5 job. Sort of in a situation where we're piecing it together and kind of flying by the seat of our pants. Staying home with her, helping the kids because it really does help them with childcare and saves them probably
$250 a week or more.
More now because her father goes to school after work, so he's gone from 5:30 in the morning till 10:30 at night, and that's just work and class.
Yeah, and so we have her all that time.
Yeah, so the 3 days a week, 2 to 3 days a week we have her from like 6:30 in the morning till 10:30 at night. So that would be probably 2 sets of childcare.
Yeah.
Those 3 days a week, that would probably be a couple $1,000s a month that we're saving them.
And we know she's with someone safe. We know, you know, she's with someone.
Weird. I never thought I'd be the safe one.
Well, I mean, you may get her into heavy metal. She already likes it. And, you know.
She already eats keto.
She's into heavy metal.
Yeah.
I mean, how much worse can you be? You do let her make a mess and leave it.
Yeah, but then I'm the one that cleans up after her, for the most part.
You got to convince her to clean up.
I try, but she tells me no.
That's true. You are a bit of a pushover.
I know. So there was a picture on Facebook the other day of a friend of mine, and her daughter was just full on pout, cry face, and I'm a big softie, okay? And this kid is making this face because she wouldn't let her have any of her coffee. And I'm sitting here going, it just breaks my heart. I'd be trying to give her the whole pot, even though I wouldn't really, you know. But I'd at least make her think I was giving her the coffee.
Yeah.
I can't handle that pouty face, that face. Destroys me.
Yes. Every time. She gets a boo-boo and Grandpa cries.
And we have to wash our boo-boos, put Band-Aids on our boo-boos.
Put Band-Aids all over Paul.
Yeah. And I think we should move on to number 4.
Yeah, because we could talk about her all day.
Indeed. Basically, I come up with weird combos in the kitchen. Like weird food. She really mentioned it back before we went keto. So I mean, I couldn't just make like a bowl of ramen noodles. You know, the instant noodles. I would have to add so much stuff to it. Can't just make it. Have to add cheese or whatever, right?
He still does it. I've seen him eat some things. I'm like, so what? Are we just emptying out the garbage can into the bowl? What's happening here? He mixes things. And I can't say, yeah, they taste good because most of it, I look at it and just, nope, not for me. But he makes some interesting stuff that I'm sure probably does taste good. My weirdness and mental aversion will not allow me to try it. But he makes some really interesting stuff and things you wouldn't think of. Shoot, just that fried chicken coating that you've made. Like, where did that come from?
Sort of a hodgepodge of seeing different videos and playing around with stuff and knowing what we have in the house.
Yeah. He's very creative in the kitchen. Makes all kinds of things I never would have thought of. And I used to be the cook until we went keto. And I can't keto recipe nothing. I keto something and I get mad at it and I throw pans.
You made fat bombs that were amazing. Like the first week we went keto, you're like, ooh, and she just blended it up, poured it in the ice cube trays, and they were awesome. And then she gave up.
Well, I've tried other keto things since and they've never turned out. But all of your kitchen creations turn out, I wouldn't say all, 90% of your keto creations turn out amazing. Amazing. And he just goes in there, fiddle farts, throws shit together, and bam, yum. It's like, here, babe, try this. Ooh, make me that again. Feed your fat girl.
Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Now, this one is probably one of the weirder out of the list. I'm a music fan, but not like most people are a music fan. So for me, if I don't like every track on an album, I won't listen to it. I'm not a person who will put an album on, CD in, whatever, pick your media, and track skip. I don't do it. Unless I'm trying to show someone something, but that's very rare. For me, like I will make... So, if I want to listen to a band, I will go through their discography and I will put all their albums in the order that I like, not necessarily the order that they were released, and then just play them all the way through. And if I can't do that, I'm probably not going to listen to that band. Now, I can do that with a lot. And I won't bore you with names or whatever, and if you want to know, ask me in the comments and we can have a side discussion about it, but it's a lot of genres, a lot of different things like that, so it's just... And we've had some of our biggest arguments over music.
Right. Well, because...
She's a song skipper.
I am a song skipper.
She's a channel flipper.
I am a channel flipper.
She's a radio listener.
I do listen to the radio. And I don't like music that I can't understand the words. If you can't sing clearly, I don't want to hear what you have to sing. Ariana Grande has a beautiful voice. She has a horrible, horrible enunciation, and I can't listen to her. It makes me want to drive to where she is and yell at her music coach. How dare you allow this girl to sing this way? This is terrible. Horrible enunciation. Can't understand a word she's saying. It's like, oh, terrible. Absolutely terrible. But I diverge. Back to you, weirdo.
And the music is one of those things that I can talk about for days and days and days.
Oh, for days and days. Well, and you used to be essentially a music scout.
Yeah.
For a record label. And so, you know, he knows quite a bit about music. He does fall more into the heavy metal.
Yeah.
I can't think of all your genres, but more into metal than other things.
Yeah.
And you know, we definitely have a difference of opinions when it comes to that. I'm more 70s classic rock.
And I like that too. So most of the things she likes, I like too.
Right.
There's not a lot of things that she likes that I just can't stand. Now, I'm not as huge a fan of like Jack Johnson and that. I mean, it's just not what I would choose to listen to, but I don't mind it. And, you know, it's what it is. But, yeah, I guess.
He could go on for days about music, but he won't bore us.
And I'm not trying to start an argument either. Number 2, I am a world-class hugger.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. So he loves hugs. He's very physically affectionate. He likes to hold hands, likes to hug. He is a cuddler by nature. Literally all of his friends are like, during COVID was the worst. We got so many messages about, man, I just miss your hugs. We've discussed it and how he's not allowed to die first because I am not going to mentally be able to cope with hugging all of his friends because that's going to put me into a tailspin of not being okay. Yeah, he's super huggy, and he gives great hugs. As a matter of fact, he's one of the people I let hug me.
It'd be pretty awkward if you didn't.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think we would work out so well.
Probably not. But his hugs are fabulous. I will attest to that. Literally everywhere we go, he sees somebody he knows, and they're always hugging. Always.
I've hugged a lot of people.
If you need a hug and you see him out, feel free to walk up to him, introduce yourself, and say, "Man, I just need a hug." He's always willing to give.
You never run out of hugs.
You can always make more.
It's true. They're never ending.
Yeah.
Love is like a circle. It's never ending. And that leads to the final thing, for me at least. I shave my head almost every day. I shaved it this morning. I have a whole routine. I do it in the shower.
It's almost like a religion.
Yeah, I just shaved it like 6 o'clock this morning, and it's already starting to grow back. I have to shave it. I just don't like that. I have to shave it every day, or not necessarily every day, especially now if I don't have to leave the house. But I typically won't film a video if I haven't shaved my head.
Won't leave the house if you haven't shaved your head?
I mean,
to go anywhere.
Yeah, to go anywhere of note. I mean, we're not talking Costco here or Aldi or whatever, the post office.
You have literally shaved your head to go to Costco.
If we're going to make a day of it, I mean, if I just have to run by myself, it's not that big of a deal. But yeah, I mean, these days, I never would have gone into public looking like I didn't have a home to come back to. But I do that all the time now. Like yesterday, I went to the post office and the Aldi in a hoodie, pajama pants, and my Ugg slippers. I'm bougie. Got them Ugg slippers.
Ugh.
Yeah, they were super comfortable and warm. And I didn't have a quarter. Aldi needs to figure that out. Because I don't always
have change.
I never have change. I mean, and I'm not going to go pilfer the little ones piggy bank for a quarter to go to Aldi. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
Because I'm the person that will leave it there knowing that people don't have quarters. So I will leave the cart with the quarter in it. As that little ray of sunshine for those people who don't have a quarter. Like, oh, look, it's a cart. Because I walked around with a bag because I normally have Aldi bags in the trunk of the car, but we're in the process of getting rid of this lease. And so we've cleaned the car out, so now my Aldi bags weren't back there. So I had just one bag, and I'm walking around trying to fit everything in the bag. But I digress. So that's me in a nutshell. I am a person that can wander off on a conversation, and you never know where we're going to go.
Yeah, that's true. You do take us on a tour.
If you've watched any number of our videos that are, like this, you will see battery died.
Now we're back. Shock. Who'd have thought?
And all. Okay, so now we're going to do bonus things. 5 things that are kind of for both of us. Number 5, we both resell on eBay.
Yes. So I've been selling on eBay since 2001. I had a joint venture with my ex-husband. When we parted, I created my own new eBay account, kind of left the old one behind, and have continued to sell on eBay since. And then within the last year, since you became a full-time stay-at-home grandpa, I introduced you to eBay and showed you how to work it, and now he's doing it.
Selling coffee mugs and things.
Yes. I gave him the easy stuff to start with.
Yeah, I like those. They're easy to take pictures of. They're easy to list. Don't take a whole lot of knowledge. Quick Google search, you can figure it out. She does all the clothing, so there's a lot more intricate knowledge that goes to that I just really don't have the bandwidth for.
Yeah, I sell clothing, shoes, toys, whatever I find that is of value. It helps cure my shopping addiction because I get to go buy things.
That's a bonus thing.
Right.
Shopping addiction. I like
yours is at the grocery store.
I go to the grocery store. I love shopping for deals, and I've got some videos of that coming out. help you save some money.
Yeah.
Hopefully, in these trying times where everything is going up and up and up, but not the wages.
My shopping addiction is with literally everything else. So I get that out either A, at Goodwill, or B, at yard sales. That way I am buying just as much stuff and spending about a third of the cost.
And we can recoup that by reselling it.
Correct.
Now, the next thing, if you've been watching this video or any other of the videos where our cats are acting a fool, we both love
and hate
the cats. Now, hate's a strong word.
They are just obnoxious little brats.
They try to kill us. They wait by this. They lay on the stairs.
They do.
They try to trip us up. They always
walk
underfoot.
in between your feet, in between your legs while you're walking. We've got one cat that goes in and out, and he will sit on the kitchen table until you let him out. That's just a dick move. Yeah. He's been here a long time. He knows he's not allowed on the table.
He knows that's the fastest way to get let out.
Oh.
And he likes to mess with the garage door. When we're trying to close the garage door, he'll walk in front of it so it opens back up again if we're trying to leave or if we're trying to close it for the night.
He'll sit right in front of the sensor. It's like he knows it's there. He does it just to make me mad. That's the only reason, no other cause. He is also, like I said, indoor, outdoor. So he'll go outside for 2.5 minutes and want to come right back in. And then he'll be inside for 2.5 minutes and want to go right back out. He is a total jerk. And I love him, but he's a total jerk. And then the other two are just psychopaths. Like the one of ours, so their names are Tigger, Thor, and Bruce for various reasons. Anyway, Thor gets lost in the house.
With us sitting next to him.
Literally, he'll look at you in your eyes and just meow like, I don't see you. Where are you? Find me. I'm lost. What? We're right here, dummy. We're right here. He also licks the walls. Not really sure what's happening there. We don't have lead-based paint.
Have you tried licking to see if they taste good?
No. We don't have lead-based paint, so I'm not sure what the fascination is there. And then the other cat, Bruce, he's just special. He's special. He sits in my lap every night when I get home from work. We sit at the couch together and he'll sit in my lap. He is, I don't even know how to explain it. He's special. There's a long story that goes along with it, but it's totally inappropriate and it paints me in not the best light. So we'll go about that another time, but he's a special boy. Love and hate all three of the cats.
The next item on our list is we communicate in song and movie quotes.
Yes. Pretty much constantly, chronically. Every morning we wake up and we go, hey, guess which Disney song is in my head? Guess which Disney movie I dreamed about last time?
Or if I'm humming something, she goes, it's in my head too.
Yep. Yeah, get the hell out of my head. Yeah. So, or, one of us will just say something and the other one's like, how are you? Like that, literally, I was just thinking that. Like, get out of my head. Constantly. And I'd say it's from being with each other for so long, but I think we even did that in the beginning.
Probably.
Yeah. We talk in movie and song quotes very frequently.
Number 2, we are Disney obsessed. Like, if we could live in Disney, we would.
As a matter of fact, the last time we left Disney, I looked for a job there because I want to be there. It literally is the happiest place on earth, Disney World. I feel so comfortable and happy there. I do worry that if I were there all the time, I may not feel that anymore, but I doubt it. Disney is everything to me. My sisters and I, one of my sisters and I even play Disney trivia. We'll just randomly text each other every couple of months and like, hey, what movie had this in it? Hey, where's this character from? Just to get each other going. And we took him to Disney the first time as an adult.
Was it like 34 years old?
Yes. And it was one of the best times I've ever had in my life. And when he saw the fireworks for the first time, you would have thought he was a 2-year-old. He was bawling and giddy, and it was just amazing. And even after we came home, he cried at the Disney commercials.
It wasn't a commercial. It was a. It was a show on TV. They went to Disney, and I'm like.
It was just a dream that you hadn't been able to realize until that point.
I wanted to go so bad for so long. I mean, we all grew up with Disney. Right. We grew up with like Sunday morning, Saturday, or was it Sunday nights?
I think the Wonderful World of Disney. Yeah. And so, that is our happy place. And that is so many of my memories. I watched every Disney cartoon movie that there was, essentially.
That's what I want. That's what I'd like to be able to do with this channel. If we could make money from this channel enough to where we could go to Disney regularly and do like keto videos or just videos in general in Disney. Maybe not like someone like DFB or whatever, but or some of the other ones that I watch. But yeah,
you just want to go to Disney World again.
I want to go to Disney World all the time.
Right. Well, I doubt we're going to make that kind of money off of these videos, but maybe you can buy a hat.
Maybe.
Or some ears.
Yeah.
All right. What's number one?
Number one is, it's kind of like the way we communicate, but we're almost telepathic. We're always like, get out of my head. It'll be like something, and then something will happen, and I'll say something, and I think almost like twins. One wants ice cream, we both want ice cream.
That's not ever the case.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, no, we are, yes, maybe like the movie twins.
Yeah.
Because we don't look anything like each other. Although I don't know, I'm trying to grow that
you
nice
do
beard.
You do look like Danny DeVito.
I do look like Danny DeVito. You're not wrong. Specifically when he was the Penguin. Yes. You were already thinking that.
I was.
Anyway.
I can picture it now.
This is our life. Like one of us will say something and the other one is like, how, like literally I was just about to say that. Or we have said things at the exact same time, the exact same thing. It is weird. We are weird at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope this is what you wanted, Matt.
Yeah.
I don't know who we would nominate to do this. Oh. He was nominated by Mike.
Okay. I know him.
Ketorific Journey. Okay. I don't know who we would nominate.
What about those twins, those keto twin people?
The keto twin people?
Done it?
I don't think so. I don't know if they would do it or not. We can nominate them, and we can nominate Goody Beats. We can see if he'll do it.
Yeah.
And maybe Sahil over at Headbangers Kitchen. We'll see if he'll do one of those too.
Oh, what about the one guy, the one older guy?
Oh, the one that he nominated yesterday?
Oh, never mind. I'm sorry.
Steve from Serious Keto?
Yes, no.
Who's the older guy?
The older guy.
Mike.
Okay, well, I've got my YouTubers all confused inside my brain right now, so I don't know who is who, but we'll go through a picture show and we'll figure out who to nominate. But I think Sahil would be good. I think the twins would be good, and we could try Goody Beats, but I don't know if he would.
We'll see.
We'll try. We'll give it a whirl.
We'll swing for the fences and see what happens.
Right.
As always, if you enjoyed this video, if you found value in this video,
if we wasted your time,
if you watched this whole thing,
more props to you.
I don't even know how long this video is going to be.
Like 7 years.
Yeah. No.
625 million light years. It's forever.
Something 100,000 minutes.
Yes.
Anyway, hit the like button, share with your friends. They're not going to watch this. I'm surprised you watched this. I'm surprised we made it.
I'm very.
But we did.
Yeah, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for making it through the whole thing.
Please subscribe. It means the world to us. I know that most of you who watch these videos are not subscribed.
Do it.
I have analytics. I have the numbers.
He knows.
I do. Do it for me. Please, Eddie. All right.
Shave and a haircut.
2 bits. Anyway, all right. We really got to go now. We're going to get really in the weeds. Even
Yeah, no, you don't want to get lost in our brains. It's scary in there.
I should charge admission.
Right? All right.
All right. We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.